Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever wished someone would just hand you a simple checklist for aging well? Something clear, practical, and proven to keep you strong, sharp, and full of life. Imagine if a doctor sat you down and said, "Here's what really matters. Don't forget this." That's exactly what today's talk is about. Think of it as your personal roadmap to living your senior years with vitality, confidence, and peace of mind. When we think about staying healthy in our senior years, many people immediately imagine exercising more or eating better. While those are absolutely essential, there is one piece of the puzzle that often gets pushed aside, either because it feels inconvenient, intimidating, or unnecessary: regular health screenings. These check-ups, tests, and routine evaluations are the silent guardians of your well-being. They don't just tell you how you're doing right now. They reveal what might be silently building in the background long before symptoms appear. And in medicine, timing is everything. Catching an illness early can be the difference between a minor adjustment in lifestyle and a major battle for survival. Think about conditions like high blood pressure or diabetes. They're often called silent killers for a reason. Most people don't feel any symptoms until serious complications show up. A simple blood pressure check at your doctor's office or a basic blood test can uncover these issues years in advance. By finding them early, you give yourself a chance to take small, manageable steps, whether it's through medication, diet changes, or physical activity, before they spiral into bigger problems like heart disease or kidney failure. It's like spotting a small crack in a windshield and repairing it before it spreads across the glass. Cancer screenings are another critical part of this checklist. Colonoscopies, mammograms, prostate exams, and skin checks may not be pleasant, but they save lives. I once heard of a man who was reluctant to get a colonoscopy at age 65. He finally agreed, and doctors found and removed precancerous polyps. He later said, "That test didn't just save my life, it gave me more years with my grandchildren." That's what screenings are about. Not fear, but opportunity. The opportunity to preserve time, to keep living, to keep enjoying the moments that matter most. Eye and ear exams are often overlooked, but they're just as essential. Gradual changes in vision or hearing can sneak up on you, and without proper checks, they reduce independence and quality of life. An untreated cataract can cause dangerous falls, while hearing loss can lead to isolation and even affect memory. A quick visit to an eye specialist or audiologist can restore clarity, confidence, and connection with the world around you. Dental health, too, plays a surprising role in overall wellness. Gum disease has been linked to heart problems, and poor oral health can affect nutrition if chewing becomes painful. Regular dental visits may not seem urgent, but they prevent far-reaching issues. Imagine being able to continue enjoying your favorite meals without pain or fear. Something so simple, yet deeply tied to happiness and comfort. The truth is, health screenings are not just about preventing illness, they're about protecting independence. Every senior values the ability to take care of themselves, to walk, to drive, to make choices freely. Early detection ensures you can keep that independence longer. It's about giving yourself options, because once an illness progresses too far, options become limited. Screenings put the power in your hands. Yes, making the appointment can feel like a hassle. Waiting for results can feel nerve-wracking. But what's the alternative? Ignoring it and living with uncertainty or facing an illness too late to manage easily. Think of screenings as investments. Just as you wouldn't skip a car inspection before a long road trip, you shouldn't skip medical check-ups for the journey of life. A car can be replaced, but your health cannot. So, when your doctor recommends a screening, don't brush it off. Take it seriously. Those few hours at the clinic could give you years more to enjoy life, to laugh with friends, to travel, to hold your grandchildren close. Regular screenings are not about being cautious, they're about being wise. They are a promise you make to yourself that you will do everything in your power to live not just longer, but stronger, freer, and with peace of mind. One of the most powerful choices you can make in your senior years is to move your body daily. Many people mistakenly believe that aging naturally means slowing down, becoming weaker, or losing energy. But the truth is, inactivity accelerates decline far more than age itself. Movement isn't just about keeping your muscles strong. It protects your heart, sharpens your mind, lifts your mood, and preserves your independence. Every step you take, every stretch you make, is like sending a message to your body that you're still alive, still capable, and still thriving. You don't have to be an athlete to enjoy the benefits of physical activity. Something as simple as a daily walk around your neighborhood can transform your health. Walking improves circulation, strengthens bones, and boosts balance, reducing the risk of dangerous falls. Imagine the difference between two seniors, one who walks for 20 minutes each day and one who remains mostly seated. After a year, the walker enjoys steady energy, better posture, and more confidence in their mobility, while the other struggles with stiffness, fatigue, and an increased fear of moving. That's how powerful consistent activity can be. It creates visible, lasting differences. Strength exercises, even light ones, are equally important. Using small hand weights, resistance bands, or even your own body weight through simple movements like squats or wall push-ups can help maintain muscle mass. Why does that matter? Because muscle is what allows you to lift groceries, get out of a chair without help, or carry your grandchild in your arms. Losing muscle with age is natural, but you can slow that process significantly by staying active. Think of your muscles as your body's engine. The more you use them, the longer they keep running strong. Flexibility and balance are two areas that often get ignored but make a world of difference in daily life. Gentle stretching, yoga, or Tai Chi not only keep your joints supple but also train your body to stay steady. A simple stretch each morning can prevent stiffness, while a few minutes of balance practice can reduce fall risks dramatically. Falls are one of the greatest threats to independence in older age, but movement is the best defense. It's like giving your body a daily tune-up, keeping all parts working smoothly together. Movement is not just physical, it's emotional too. Studies have shown that exercise releases endorphins, the feel-good chemicals that reduce stress and combat depression. Seniors who stay active often report feeling more positive, motivated, and connected to life. For many, exercise becomes more than a health habit, it becomes a source of joy. Whether it's dancing to your favorite music, gardening in the fresh air, or playing with your pet, these activities not only strengthen your body, but also brighten your spirit. It's also important to remember that physical movement should be enjoyable, not a chore. The secret is to find something you actually like doing. If you hate the gym, don't force it. Try swimming, cycling, or even simply climbing stairs at home. The best exercise is the one you look forward to, because consistency is what brings results. Even household chores, like cleaning or cooking, count as movement when done with energy and intention. Every bit adds up. The beauty of physical activity is that it's never too late to start. There are countless stories of people in their 60s, 70s, or even 80s who began exercising and saw dramatic improvements in strength, energy, and confidence. Your body has an incredible ability to adapt, no matter your age. The first few days might feel challenging, but soon your body thanks you. With easier breathing, lighter steps, and a renewed sense of vitality. Movement is life, and life is movement. Prioritizing physical activity every single day ensures that your senior years aren't just about surviving. They're about living fully. Whether it's a short walk, a stretch session, or dancing in your living room, each movement is a powerful investment in your future. By choosing to move, you're choosing strength, freedom, and joy in every step forward. What you put on your plate plays a bigger role in your senior years than most people realize. Food is not just fuel, it's information for your body, telling it how to function, how to repair, and how to thrive. Balanced nutrition becomes the foundation for energy, mood, strength, and even memory. Many seniors underestimate how much impact small changes in eating habits can make. But the truth is, every bite you take either builds your health or breaks it down. Nourishing your body is about giving yourself the best chance to live actively, feel vibrant, and avoid preventable illnesses. As we age, our nutritional needs shift. The body doesn't process calories the same way it once did, metabolism slows, and deficiencies become more common. That's why paying attention to the quality of your food is far more important than the quantity. Filling your diet with colorful vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains, and healthy fats creates a powerful shield against age-related decline. For example, calcium and vitamin D protect your bones from fractures, omega-3 fatty acids keep your brain sharp, and antioxidants from fruits and vegetables reduce inflammation that contributes to chronic disease. Each food group plays a role in maintaining balance and strength. Hydration is often overlooked but is equally essential. Seniors are more prone to dehydration because the sensation of thirst becomes less noticeable with age. Yet water supports digestion, circulation, joint lubrication, and even mental clarity. A simple habit like drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning can improve energy levels and prevent unnecessary health issues. Something so basic can make a surprisingly big difference in how you feel throughout the day. The power of balanced nutrition also extends to mood and emotional health. Eating too much processed food or sugar can lead to energy crashes, irritability, and even depression. On the other hand, a diet rich in whole foods provides steady energy and enhances emotional well-being. Think of a day where you begin with a nourishing breakfast of oats, fruit, and nuts compared to one where you start with a sugary pastry. The first fuels your body with lasting strength, while the second leaves you sluggish and hungry within hours. Food influences not only your body, but also your outlook on life. It's also important to remember that balanced nutrition doesn't mean rigid restrictions or giving up foods you enjoy. It's about creating variety, moderation, and smart swaps. Instead of fried foods, try baking or grilling. Replace sugary sodas with water or herbal teas. Add more leafy greens to your meals, or swap refined grains with whole ones. These adjustments are small, but over time, they build a body that is more resilient and ready to face the challenges of aging. Another crucial part of senior nutrition is maintaining adequate protein intake. Many older adults unintentionally eat too little protein, leading to muscle loss, weakness, and slower recovery from illness. Adding sources like eggs, beans, chicken, fish, or tofu ensures that your muscles remain strong enough to support daily activities. When paired with physical activity, protein becomes the building block for vitality and independence. Balanced eating is not just about physical health. It's also about preserving independence and joy in daily living. When your body is nourished, you have the strength to go for walks, play with grandchildren, travel, or pursue hobbies without feeling constantly tired. Good nutrition fuels the freedom to do the things you love. Skipping it, on the other hand, can leave you dependent on medications or others for care. Choosing healthy foods is a decision that directly impacts the quality of your life tomorrow. The beautiful part is that nourishing your body doesn't have to be complicated. It's about being mindful, adding color to your plate, drinking enough water, choosing real food over processed options, and ensuring balance. Every meal becomes an opportunity to invest in yourself. With the right nutrition, your senior years can be filled not with limitations, but with energy, clarity, and peace of mind. Your brain is one of the most powerful tools you will ever have, and just like any other muscle, it needs to be challenged, exercised, and kept sharp. Too often, people think of aging as a period where mental abilities naturally decline, but science and countless real-life examples tell us otherwise. Staying mentally active can dramatically slow down cognitive decline, improve memory, and even spark new levels of creativity. The truth is, your brain thrives on stimulation, and the more you feed it with new challenges, the more alive and capable it remains. Keeping your mind active doesn't have to mean sitting with textbooks or studying subjects you don't enjoy. It's about finding ways to stretch your thinking, solve problems, and ignite curiosity. Reading books, newspapers, or even engaging articles online is one of the simplest ways to do this. When you read, you expose yourself to new ideas, perspectives, and knowledge that keep your brain buzzing with activity. Even better, discussing what you read with friends or family adds another layer of engagement, transforming it from a solitary activity into a rich, stimulating conversation. Puzzles, crosswords, and brain games are another excellent way to challenge yourself. These small but effective activities force you to think critically, recall information, and stretch your problem-solving skills. I once met a woman in her 70s who swore by her daily crossword puzzle. She said it gave her a sense of accomplishment each morning and kept her memory sharper than ever. Over time, such habits are not just entertaining, they become protective, building cognitive reserve that guards against decline. Learning something new is perhaps the most powerful way to keep your mind alive. It could be a language, a musical instrument, painting, or even a new cooking style. Every time you step into unfamiliar territory, your brain builds new pathways and connections. There was a man who, at 72, decided to take up piano lessons. Not only did it challenge his memory and coordination, but it also gave him joy and a renewed sense of purpose. The spark of learning something new keeps the brain young, no matter your age. Social engagement is equally vital to mental activity. Conversations, debates, laughter, and storytelling all stimulate your brain in ways solitary activities cannot. Socializing requires you to listen, respond, remember details, and interpret emotions, which are all forms of mental exercise. Seniors who stay socially connected are consistently shown to have sharper minds and lower risks of memory-related illnesses. Something as simple as attending a community event, joining a club, or regularly calling a friend can be just as nourishing for the brain as a good book or puzzle. Creativity is another underestimated tool for brain health. Painting, writing, crafting, or even gardening can awaken parts of your brain that routine tasks don't touch. Creativity sparks imagination, problem solving, and emotional expression, all of which are essential for mental agility. It doesn't matter if you're producing a masterpiece or just doodling in a notebook. What matters is the act of engaging your mind in something new and expressive. The key to keeping your brain active is consistency and variety. Just like exercising your body, exercising your mind works best when done regularly. Mixing different kinds of activities, reading, puzzles, learning, socializing, ensures that you stimulate different parts of the brain. Over time, this not only protects memory, but also enriches your daily life, making each day feel more purposeful and alive. When you commit to keeping your mind active, you're not just fighting off decline, you're opening doors to joy, creativity, and confidence. You remind yourself that aging does not mean fading away, it means continuing to grow, explore, and expand in ways you may have never imagined before. A sharp mind gives you independence, resilience, and the ability to savor life with clarity and excitement. By staying engaged, you don't just live longer, you live brighter. Human beings are wired for connection, and this becomes even more important in our senior years. Strong social bonds are not just about companionship, they are deeply tied to both physical and mental well-being. Countless studies have shown that seniors who maintain active social lives live longer, have sharper minds, and report higher levels of happiness compared to those who are isolated. Connection is not a luxury. It is as essential as food, exercise, and sleep. When you prioritize relationships, you're giving yourself one of the most powerful medicines for a healthier, happier life. Loneliness, on the other hand, is far more harmful than most people realize. Experts compare chronic loneliness to smoking a pack of cigarettes a day in terms of its damage to health. Isolation increases the risk of depression, cognitive decline, heart disease, and even premature death. But the good news is, the antidote is simply meaningful human contact. Even small gestures, like chatting with a neighbor, calling a friend, or attending a community gathering, can have an incredible impact. They remind you that you're part of something larger, that you are seen, valued, and cared for. Building strong social connections doesn't have to mean having a huge circle of friends. What matters most is the quality of the relationships, not the quantity. A handful of close, supportive relationships can provide more comfort and joy than dozens of casual acquaintances. Spending time with family, nurturing friendships, or even building new ones in your community creates a safety net that supports you in both good times and difficult ones. For example, a senior who joins a book club not only enjoys stimulating discussions, but also builds a sense of belonging that combats loneliness. Volunteering is another powerful way to stay connected while making a difference. Many seniors find new purpose and friendships through volunteer work, whether it's helping at a local school, serving meals at a shelter, or offering skills at a community center. Volunteering provides structure, social interaction, and the joy of contributing to something meaningful. I once heard a story of a woman in her late 60s who started volunteering at an animal shelter after retirement. She said it not only gave her new friends but also filled her days with purpose and laughter. Connection, in this sense, goes beyond people. It extends to giving and receiving joy in the community. Technology also offers a bridge to connection. While nothing replaces face-to-face interaction, tools like video calls, social media, and messaging apps allow seniors to stay in touch with loved ones no matter the distance. A weekly video chat with grandchildren or an online class with like-minded peers can be surprisingly uplifting. Learning to use these tools keeps you connected in a fast, changing world and ensures you don't feel left behind. It's equally important to be proactive about maintaining connections. Friendships and family bonds require effort. Calling first, planning meetups, or sending thoughtful messages. Sometimes people hesitate, worrying they might be bothering others, but the truth is, most people appreciate the gesture. By taking the initiative, you strengthen the bond and remind yourself that relationships are living things that grow with attention. Social connections are not just about preventing loneliness, they add richness and meaning to life. Sharing laughter over coffee, celebrating milestones, or simply having someone to listen to your worries makes life lighter and more fulfilling. These are the moments that create joy, purpose, and resilience. With strong connections, challenges feel smaller and everyday life feels brighter. In the end, building and maintaining social connections is one of the most important gifts you can give yourself as you age. It fuels your heart, strengthens your mind, and nurtures your spirit. Aging doesn't mean shrinking into isolation. It means expanding into relationships that give your days more color and your years more depth. By surrounding yourself with people who uplift and inspire you, you ensure that no matter your age, you are never alone. You are always part of something bigger, stronger, and deeply meaningful.